So how are you doing? Once again, everybody, we're back here and we are here to give you our next tutorial on how to create a poster using canva.com. You don't need complicated software or program for you to be able to come up with a professionally designed poster. It's either for yourself or for your clients. You know, a lot of freelancers are earning on this gig online, especially in platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and similar platforms that I mentioned. So today we'll be showing you on how to create posters. Okay, so to start with, you have to go to canva.com and create your account, your free account. You can start with a free account. If you want to upgrade and have access to more premium stuff, well, you can do that as well. For the free account, we actually have a lot of free templates, free images, free elements, and things like that. All right, so thank you once again and welcome to our channel. This is, of course, your step-by-step guide on how to create poster using Canva. Okay, so to move forward, let's go to the templates in creating posters for your clients. Just go to the marketing category here and click on posters, and it will take you directly to the poster templates that you can see on your screen right now. So this is what you're going to do. You just have to choose a free template for a project that you are working on. If you are currently working on or using a free account, you can only use the free templates that you can see at the bottom of each template. You see it's paid, it means this is under the pro account. If it's free, then this is the one that you can use for your project if you are using a free account on Canva. So let's go back to the template we would like to choose. Let's say, for example, you would like to choose this template for the sake of this tutorial. Alright, and you can see that a pop-up box will open up for you that contains the design details, and right here you can see the size of the poster. It says it's 42 by 59.4 centimeters. So all you have to do is click on the use this template button and it opens up your design dashboard. Okay, so on the left side of your screen you can see the dark side here. This is actually your tools panel that contains all the free templates, the free elements, or the upload button where you can upload your own files, the photos, and the text. Okay, this is your tools panel. So going back to your templates, this is the one we chosen. You see that your template has been automatically inserted to your canvas here. This is your working canvas. Below here is the slider that you can use to zoom in and zoom out on the project you are working on. For example, you click on the element. All the element that you will click, you will see the blue margin here. It means you are working on this element. If you are working on this one, you can see the blue margin appearing here. So you know what you are working on if you see the blue margin appearing. All right, so just click on any element that you like to edit and the blue margin appears. So like I said, this is the slider handle, and you can easily zoom in and zoom out on the element or the poster that you are working on, or you can simply press Ctrl plus or Ctrl minus on your keyboard to easily zoom in and zoom out on your design. So let's say you are working again on something for a client that's into the food business. I love to feature food in my tutorials because I love foods. So just choose a free template. You can see when you hover on the search panel here. Let's do that again. Okay, on the search bar, I mean, let's do that again. Let's search for food, for example. If you're into food, and all the food templates will appear. For example, you're into books, all the food or the book templates will appear. Let's go back to what we are working on. Let's say your client is into food, or let's say you are into the food business, so you can easily find a free template that features food. For example, let's use this one instead. When you click on that, it gets automatically imported or inserted to your working canvas. So there you go. This is a really nice image. You can change that. It's fine. You can, change this, or you can just simply use the image that you have chosen. But for the sake of this tutorial, I just want you to show you how you can easily change the image on the template you have chosen. Okay, the 50% off thing is really nice, so we won't change that. For example, your client is offering 50% off. Okay, so this template is really good. So let's just change this image here. So all you need to do is click on this image and you will see the blue margin appear, and you can easily delete that just by using the delete icon on top of your working area. Right here, this is the delete icon, or you can simply press delete button on your keyboard, or the delete key on your keyboard. So you can just delete image, and there you go. So let's go to photos here on your tools panel and search for food images. Just type in food there, click enter, and then you will see a lot of delicious food images here. So you can see if you hover on each image, you can see if it's pro or if it's free. Alright, so let's look for a really delicious food image. Okay, this one looks really delicious, so let's just click on one. It gets inserted to your working canvas, and you can easily increase you can easily drag that within the placeholder there that you could see, and it gets automatically inserted to your working area. Okay, let's do that again. For example, let's drag, and then it gets automatically inserted there. If you want to edit the image, just double click on the image again, and then you see the image opens up independently, and you can just drag it whatever part of the image that you want to show on your poster. You can also drag this one. On the handles, this is the drag handles. You can easily resize your image there. So for example, you want to feature this part of the image, you can just simply leave it there and click on done, and there you go. You want to change, when you click on an element, all of the options will appear on top. Okay, for example, you click on text, all the options will appear on top. So when you click on the image, these are the options you can use for you to be able to edit the look and feel of your image. You can filter that, for example. You can use the different filter settings. You can just play around with it, whatever to your preference. This looks good, so let's use that one. It's more vibrant, I think. So just in case you want to undo what you just did, you can just click on the undo button on top, or you can just press Ctrl-Z on your keyboard. Okay, so I think this is nice. You can also set the transparency settings of the image just by clicking on the transparency button here on top, and the slider here you can just use, set the transparency settings there. Depends on what you like. And for this one, you can click on the color here. If you like red, that's fine. Maybe you can change this to something brighter. Let's click on the red one there. Or you can just play around, maybe use black. I think black is nice. You can also use green, perhaps. Green is fine. Okay, let's just say I wanted something more. Alright, just to emphasize the color of the fonts there, I want a black background, so I chose the black background there. Alright, so the color one is really nice, and you can just change your details here. For example, your own tagline here. Alright, and then you can also use your own title here. Delicious. This is not bacon, so we'll just put here you can just place here meat overload, for example. Alright, and you can easily set the size of the font here. You can use the minus or plus controls here. There you go. You can just easily type in the number, the size of the font that you would like to use there, 130 for example. And you can just totally remove this one, or by simply clicking the delete icon there. Or if you want to get, bring it back, you can just use the undo button on top. Alright, so you can just simply type in your details, your other info here. That's how you change the elements. All right, you can ungroup all the this set of fonts by clicking ungroup. There, so you can easily move or remove the text element here. So for example, I just want to put it there. When you see the purple line appearing, you know on the middle, you know that the element is on the middle of the screen. Or just the tip here, for example, you want to make sure this one is on the center of the poster. Just click on the three small dots here and click on position and click on center, and there you go, it's on center. So you can easily move it here as well. Okay, just want to make sure it's on the center. Position, center. Alright, so there you go. That's how you can easily. You can also change the fonts here by going here. You can choose different fonts. Alright, there. For example, yes, regular, and let's use the same types of fonts there. That's how you click on the outside of the canvas for you to be able to go back to what you are working on. Alright, so just in case you want to add some more effects here, you can also change this one to black just to match the background there. See? And you can also put in some elements. Click on the elements button here on your elements tab. Click on an element that you like, for example. Let's try this one, the triangle. Click on the triangle. It's a free element. It gets inserted to your canvas, and just for example, color it black. And then this is the rotation handle. You can just rotate it like that. And let's set the transparency settings by clicking on transparency on top. There. So you can still see the background image. You can resize it. Just to give an effect on the poster you're working on there. Or right click control copy, or right click paste. You can also use control C and control V on your keyboard. Let's resize. The resize handles there, and we can rotate it, and you can just set it here, for example. Yeah, giving a little effect on the poster you just did, and a lot of things that you can combine. Just so just to give a little touch on your design, not just a plain image that you have chosen. So you can just use that one, and you can also place some text here, for example, on this element that we have chosen. You can always set the transparency settings to whatever you like. There, let's set it 77, for example, and then you choose a text. Go to your tools section here and click on a nice text. For example, let's use this free font, a set of free fonts. Click on that, and it gets imported to your canvas here. So these are the drag handles. You see that it's grouped together. So you can ungroup these two types of fonts here by clicking on the three dots on top of the bar here and click on ungroup, and you can easily remove the other font there. You can independently move it to wherever, or you can simply delete that, and you can just say for example, delicious. And you can set the font maybe to the color yellow. Click on that, click on yellow. Alright, so for you to be able to see the you can set the font maybe to 100, and you can just place it, move it right here, for example, delicious. Let's make it 130. 150s, let's say 150. If you think this is a really nice poster, well, that's fine. It's up to you. Okay, So we can leave it at that. You see this background, you can also set it to. You can also set the transparency settings of this background, where your text is, by clicking on the transparency button there. There, you can just change it. You can play around with whatever, you can undo that. And this is the final, for example, poster that you have chosen to present to your client. Then you can just simply click the download button here on top, and you just have to click on download. Alright, so this is the suggested one for the print document. Okay, so you can also save this as a PNG image, but for a print file, Canva suggested that you use a PDF file. This is a poster that can easily be printed by your clients. Alright, so you can also click on the crop marks and bleed there if you want to include that on the file. So just click on download, and of course it gets downloaded to your computer. So there you go. So you can open that, and it opens up it just for you to see what you have created on, and it gets saved as a high resolution PDF file that your clients can already print. Alright, it's really nice, right? So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining us on this tutorial, and see you on the next. Take care, everyone.